Hello, good evening, and welcome to episode 8 of the Chronicles of Captain Pontos. Tonight, starring Ryan, Chris, and Michael, as we have no Kevin or Nate. So, yet again, we have a trio in the session, which can lead to some very exciting and dynamic stuff. In the absence of our usual scribe, I am going to hand you over to Chris, who is going to remind us what happened last week, hopefully.
I will definitely try. Obviously, I'm not as good as Kev, but last week we were talking to Melusina, and while that was happening, Fairwick kind of snuck round the back and stabbed her. Then we went into a big, massive fight. Now, just before that fight, the Melusina said a lot of the soldiers went south into the water of the ocean, so that sort of gave us a big red flag to stab her and kill her, so that's what we did. But during that fight, we got a little bit of a surprise because she turned into a T-Rex, and then we thought we nearly killed it. Then it turned into a Hydra, which was pretty weird. And then Kev was, Char kind of helped because when it turned into a Hydra, he sort of sucked that spell out of her, so it didn't happen. But then she started flying away all over the place. But then Fairwick sort of teleported Borin behind her, but she disappeared again onto the top of the rock. Then we went and killed her. Fairwick went into the cave to found lots of treasure, but before he's able to come out of the cave, we met a high elf. High elf called Lady Eldrith Melorn. Her father is lead.
Yeah.
Close. Her father is the leader of Fairlight City. She was looking to, for these lights that had gone missing, and we'd got up to roughly round about there. But the other thing is, when she did come out, Char was looking rather obsessed with this lady high elf. So he may actually be in love again. So we might have to find another ring. So, just as a heads up there.
I mean, Char, he's such a ladies' man.
He is.
Yeah. Especially when Kev's not here. So, yes, you, Fairwick particularly, but the rest of the party met the somewhat haughty high elf lady known as Eldrith Melorn. She is the daughter of the Lord of Fairwick. If I said Fairlight, I got that wrong. I obviously forgot the name of my own fictional place. But yes,
could be Kev's writing.
Oh, it's Fairlight sounds like something I might have said, because that was one of the names for it that I considered before I decided it should be called Fairwick, because I thought Fairwick sounded better. Anyway, I'm gonna stop thinking out loud. That never reveals anything good. So let's say that you are on the beach. Right now we will continue exactly from where we were before. I am going to take away Char, and then I'm going to put Pontos, if I can find him. Where's he gone? Pontos in his place. So there's Pontos.
I seem to have lost. Hang on, is it just me, Carrie, and Char on chat? Because I seem to have just lost John's screen.
I'm still here.
Yep, how are you?
We seem to have lost Ryan, though. Where's Ryan gone? When did we lose Ryan? He's dropped out of Discord.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can raise him.
Oh.
Hi, Ryan. Did you get? Is he online? Yeah, he's in. He's in Roll20.
Okay, hang on. Give me a sec. Hang on, one new message. Yeah, done that one.
Oh well, while we wait for him to come back, let us continue. So Elidrith told you that she was looking for missing lanterns, I think. Are you going to go and visit Fairwick? What's the plan? Let me know what you want to do, and we will.
Did we
get around to
explore the
doing
cave?
Yeah, we got loads of treasure from the cave. Big hole that cave's got a list of. Lots of gems, I remember.
Oh,
Oh,
here
maybe
he is.
it's.
Oh yeah, sorry, don't know what happened there.
That's okay.
But yeah, there's lots and lots of gems in the cave. So Kev took note of all of them.
Well, I definitely need to heal up. I'm not sure about everyone else.
Well, Char was pretty beaten up, but we've just swapped Char for Pontos, and Pontos should be on full hit points. So Pontos is in good shape.
Okay, now I think it's a long rest for everyone.
Well, you can long rest if you like. Do you want to long rest here, though? That is the
No,
question.
no. So my suggestion is we go back. Do we have proof of this woman's death? Oh yeah, she turned to fishes before we could turn it.
She turned into a tiny shoal of fishes, but there's blood everywhere.
Okay. Well, okay. Right.
Okay, so we take a rest as we're travelling up to Fairwick.
I suppose you could go on your boat, and that would give you the opportunity to have a bit of a rest on the way, because you could let your crew do all the hard work.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, well...
Pontos can captain it, and we can take Lady Eldrith up as well.
Char might need a bit more resting on the ship.
Yeah, you can leave him on the boat. He'll be... Well, he will hate being on the boat, but... it could be preferable to... dragging him around with us. So, here we go. Let me change that. So, I can't remember actually how you travelled here. Presumably you did it by boat, because otherwise you would have had quite a long walk. Regardless, you can certainly pick up your boat and sail it around to the other side of the island. So it is, I don't know, 25 miles in a boat is probably a bit quite a bit quicker than 25 miles hoofing it.
Well, we can always just sleep on the docks. We don't necessarily have to come out straight away. Whoa.
True. Well, Lady Elidrith, she allows you to take her to the port, and she gets people at the port. She says, these are my guests, don't charge them any harbour fees. And then she says, have a bit of a rest, and then come to the palace when you are ready. And she goes ahead to let her father know that you are coming.
I honestly thought we were going to Arrowtide Port, but no, this will do fine.
You can go there if you want, but I assumed that you wanted to go to Fairwick, so...
Yeah, we'll go to Fairwick and just chill out on the boats. Like Captain Pontos, sailors up there.
I mean, why are we up here again? Because they're missing lanterns.
Yes.
And she thinks her father would like to see us. Because we killed Melusina.
Okay then.
So, take your long rest.
Already done.
Cool. So, is everybody happy that they are all healed up and stuff?
I have to do these spell slots. Give me 1 second. My character just loading. I think that vortex spell was pretty cool.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, good.
So, if you are suitably long rested, then let me know what you want to do.
I'm good. Let's go meet this elf king.
Yes. Elven Lord, whoever it is.
Let's go have a long conversation when we're missing the guy who normally does it for us.
I did wonder how this might go.
This is why I thought we would go to the other one, because we have a greater chance of getting in a fight, which is more this party's combination preferable choice.
You'd be surprised.
might.
You'd be surprised. There might be some opportunities to get into a fight here. You never know.
Oh, let there be some good times.
We're not the most diplomatic of parties, so there may be lots of waiting in a minute.
Yeah.
So as you approach Fairwick, you see quite a quite a different settlement to Arrowtide. Arrowtide buildings have red roof tiles and are quite short, and Arrowtide's a bit run down. Arrowtide's a bit of a dump compared to this. This is splendid. It's beautiful. The elf buildings seem to have a kind of synergy with their natural surroundings. So they. I'm going to show you a picture just to give you a bit of an idea. This may actually be a Lord of the Rings picture, but the build, I don't know if that is Rivendell, but that's Rivendell vibes, shall we say?
That's Rivendell.
Okay.
So I just love the fact it's like I can identify it just from the picture.
Yeah. Well, it sort of looks a bit like that. It is. It is a beautiful settlement. A lot of the buildings have trees growing around them or even through them. The elves tend to use more natural sort of colours, so their roof tiles are often a greenish colour, which seems to complement the surrounding vegetation. There's lots of water features, fountains, statuary. Lots of things are covered in plate gold, or you see there's kind of a mural which is a bas relief which shows elves frolicking, but certain details are picked out in kind of gold wire. It's amazing, really. These guys must be incredibly wealthy, probably very, very cultured. They are very much the antithesis of the crude human folk of Arrowtide. The pathways lead you towards what must be the main administrative building, which was described to you as a palace. People notice you coming. They give polite, if somewhat short greetings, and they all wave you in the direction of the palace. Nobody stops you, but you do get the feeling that people are watching you from a polite distance. You can barely hear the creaking of their held bowstrings, but you arrive at the front gate of the palace, and you don't get any arrows in you, so it's pretty good. You are welcomed by the Lady Eldrith, who looks a bit like this. If anybody who I used to play D&D with in Maidstone is watching, this is in fact my first ever D&D character. So this is kind of a cameo, if you like. So at the moment she doesn't have a rapier over her shoulder or an anchor at her hip, but instead she is wearing what must be some kind of elven finery. So she has her cloak on, her pale blue cloak, but underneath she has some sort of gown with a floral pattern picked out on it. She's kind of pulling at the shoulders as if it doesn't quite fit, or as if it's itchy or something. And she says, "Oh, hello. You took your time. You coming in?"
Yeah, we'll come in. We just wanted to have a look around the sights. This is a wonderful town.
Oh, it is.
Also
Yes.
have a clean up, fighting a mermaid hag thing.
Hag? I thought she was rather beautiful, actually.
Not when she showed her true self, she wasn't.
Well, how do you know which was her true self?
Well, I'm just playing odds here, but it was a giant hydra, a giant T-Rex, and then that mermaid woman with bangs and wings, so...
Well... Anyway, Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I have to give my apologies to my fiery friend. He seems quite taken with you, but the fight took out him a little bit, so he is resting.
Okay, she laughs. She says, "My father said that I was supposed to politely welcome you and bow and say that Fairwick is at your service, but bollocks to that. Come on. You're adventurers. I know you don't set any store by pleasantries."
Very, very true.
Unless I have it wrong. I mean, I suppose I could bow double and scrape, but it wouldn't impress me.
I was going to look at Borin and said she'd have to get down really low to bow for you.
She giggles a little bit. She says, "Come on, come on. My father doesn't like to be kept waiting."
But let's follow her into her father's palace, I guess.
Very well. So what you notice, Camarook particularly notices, that this settlement is a high elf settlement. So were these wood elves, they would be living in tree houses or grass huts, or very much very much natural stuff. But these are high elves, which are certainly the most important, self-important of the elves, if not actually the most important elves. They are innately magical. Camarook would know that all of them are spellcasters, at least on some level, and they are certainly the wealthiest of the elves. They set the most. They ascribe the most importance to wealth, works of art, that sort of thing, among the different kinds of elves. So this place probably makes Camarook feel a bit uncomfortable, because Camarook is a different kind of elf. But even so, Eldrith leads you through a marble hallway, up a set of steps, to a large doorway, a double doorway, which is covered over by red and gold kind of curtains, which are pulled back by armed and armoured elf guards, who kind of bow politely as you come in. You notice that they have oh, that's annoying. What do you call those curved swords, not scimitars? The ones that go up and then have a little...
Kukri.
No.
Cutlass.
Oh, what, sorry?
Cutlass.
No, nothing piratical
saber?
at all. It's kind of like Egyptian guards type.
Oh,
sword.
you mean the things that are like the sickle
Curved.
kind of things?
Sort of. They look a bit curved Egyptian sword. Here we go. A khopesh. Yeah. So these guys have golden swords in the style of khopeshes. They functionally they're probably short swords, and they are wearing full plate armor with, you know, golden or mithril chainmail kind of features. They're obviously immaculately tailored. At the far end of the hall, it narrows down slightly, so this is probably coming in through this kind of grandiose entrance to kind of see the Elf Lord is probably kind of to fill you with a sense of awe, but you actually see further back behind the dais on which the throne is. The hall kind of narrows down into a smaller space, and you can see a long wooden table, beautifully carved, and with a beautiful thick kind of tablecloth on it, and it is covered in food and drink. There are many carafes of wine, and sitting at one end of the table is this chap here. So he looks like an elf in his prime. Kararuk, give us a quick perception roll.
Okay. I'm only on one screen, so I only got one. Time. Perception.
Pretty good. Okay. So, despite his apparent relative youth, Kararuk knows what elves look like, and through fine lines around the corners of his eyes and the backs of his hands and little things like that, Kararuk can see the minute signs of aging. That means that this elf is probably several hundred years old. He says, welcome. Yes. Greetings. My daughter told me you were a ragtag bunch, and I can't say that she was wrong. Still, welcome anyway. Come, be seated. Help yourself.
Thank you.
There is wine. There is some mead. There are various spirits. There's also some food if you are hungry. All of the great delicacies of our beautiful isle.
It is lovely. And what's your name? What should we call you?
Well, I am. I've got a name. I must have a name. It'd be. Dun dun dun. Where's my elf folder? Well, I am the Lord Milan. You have already met my daughter, Elidrith. She's a spirited youngster, barely 100 years old. But I am confident that the years will shape her into a finer tool, shall we say. She snorts at this.
I just do a silly little bow, not a big massive bow, just sort of nod my head and say, I'm Karajik Thistledown. And these are my companions, Borin and Pontos. Now let them introduce themselves a bit.
Welcome, brother of the woods. Please,
Thank you.
drink deeply.
I'll just look at Borin and Pontos and kind of say, quietly, careful.
Okay. I have smell, and then I'll have a drink.
What do you drink?
What's
Beer.
the most dwarven-y kind? I mean, I'm guessing they don't have beer.
Oh, there is some ale. There is a
I'll
light
have
ale.
some ale. I will have some ale.
Okay, it may be the finest ale you have ever tasted. It is crisp and fresh. It was really good.
There's a fine ale, my lord.
Yes, you are. And you are welcome to it, Master Elf. Master Dwarf, apologies. He didn't say that, I did. That was my mistake, not his. Don't kick off.
I'll drink some wine and just sip it. I'm not
very good. It's very good. You know, it's But yeah.
Oh, it's Pontos, my friend. You need to get stuck in. This stuff's amazing. And I'll just bow to the Lord and say, this is by far one of the best wines I've tasted in a long time. Thank you.
Ah, you are welcome.
Do I sense any magic that is magically good?
It might be magically good. How would Borin find out if something was magically good?
Well, experience drinking real ales, I suppose.
Okay.
He's a dwarf. He drinks.
So, just realised that roll didn't come up in the chat because I hadn't put the chat box on top. It's on top now. And it came out black, even though it's set in white. Hold on, let me fix that. Constant faffery. Let me try again. Let's have a quick refresh. And everything goes white. Then we pop out the chat. And then it is the right colour. Right. Do carry on. What does Pontos do at this time?
Go get a drink, I think.
Cool. What does Pontos help himself to?
He'll just reach over the bar and grab whatever he can grab.
Okay. He finds the mead first.
Yes, I guess that's he'll go for it. He's not a fussy man.
Cool. So this for those not in the know, mead is sort of a wine, somewhere between a wine and a beer possibly. It is like a wine made from honey. It is very sweet and it is quite strong, so it's probably as strong as a wine, but I imagine Pontos would probably drink it like it was a beer, wouldn't he? He wouldn't sip it like a little sherry or anything, would he?
No.
But it's pretty tasty. But yes. Are you all refreshed? Can I get you anything else? My palace is at your disposal.
Sorry, do I know that this is magically endowed yet, or?
It's very good, but unless you are a spellcaster or are proficient in Arcana, I would say you probably can't tell.
Experience of elves tells me, and they probably juiced it up a bit, but I won't say anything.
You can certainly infer from your anti-elf prejudice if you like. It's entirely up to you.
I'm smart enough not to mention that into my lord. Oh God, I've forgotten his name.
Lord Milan.
Lord what?
Milan.
Milan.
Yes.
King Milan. May I raise something to your awareness you may not know of yet?
Certainly. We are pleased to hear news.
My lord, are you aware of the growing tense situation, if although not intentional, between you and the human realms of this island?
Well, I would not have been paying attention if I were not aware of it. What do you know about the history of this island?
No, very little, my lord, but I know people, and as of this, between the trade agreements you have with the humans of this land, is growing a situation that I honestly believe you do not want, which is that of aggression, if not to the very end, leading to war between you and them. With this trade agreement of the lanterns for nearly all their possessions, if a society grows too fast than its neighboring lands, then the neighbors will develop animosity between them. Although I shall agree, I do not hold you. This is intentional, but this is a dispute that may grow out of control to a point that you may not want to go to. It's certainly within your lifetime, and I don't know if you're willing to spill both your human blood and elf. Although I am pretty sure that the numbers will be a bit more fair, more kindly to your people. Needless, the blood will be spilt on both sides, just for the sake of not changing this agreement now to save bloodshed later.
So, as you know, Master Dwarf, humans are very rash. This little elf outpost of Fairwick, of which I have been lord since it was built, has been here for hundreds of years. And we have a sacred and important purpose. We watch to try and prevent the resurgence of a great and calamitous evil. I do not wish to speak of our sacred mission at this time. Perhaps when I trust you, I will tell you more. However, we lease our lanterns to the Arrow-Tiders. The Arrow-Tiders are merely some shipwrecked sailors who decided to stay on this island rather than going home. When they first washed up on our shores about 100 years ago, we rescued them. We gave them food and succor and comfort. We put clothes upon their backs and offered them ships so that they could sail home. We even gave them one of our incredibly valuable lanterns so that they could navigate their way past the shoals of dire anglerfish, which you must have come across, and so that they could return back to their Sword Coast. But rather than taking our gifts and departing, they decided that they would capitalize. They used our lanterns so that they could kill the fish, capture them. And they decided that they would build themselves a port. They started chopping down trees, can you believe? Well, we were furious. Absolutely livid. After giving them our gifts, that they, did not use them as they were intended. Now, they stayed, and we did not make war on them or drive them out. In fact, we negotiated a settlement with them which gave them half of our own island to live upon. Our numbers were fewer. We didn't need as much space, so we sacrificed some of our prime growing lands on the east of the Isle so that they could live there. And then, what do you know? They built more ships and they wanted more lanterns. And we... well, do you know how long it takes one of our high elf artificers to make one of those lanterns? It takes one man 50 years to build one of those lanterns. They are made from an assortment of valuable materials and ritual components. And they lose the things in the sea! Anyway, the reason we lease them at such a high price is, because they are so valuable. We would not see them starve. However, they are greedy and rash, as I have said. And it has come to my attention that recently some of these valuable lanterns have been stolen by human sailors because they could not afford to lease them. So, I was wondering whether, as swords for hire, you might go and get them back for us. But yes, I feel like that goes some way to telling you our side of the story, for as you know, the truth is a three-bladed sword.
This just goes to say to enforce my warnings that this is going. You are now thinking of sending in armed sorties. I understand that it is to
No, let me stop you there. I am most certainly not planning to send in armed sorties. I'm planning to send some adventurers to go and get our property back. I'm not planning to send any elf soldiers to go and spill arrow-tider blood.
But this could be considered the thin end of the wedge. They've already started stealing them out of desperation due to their expenses. Perhaps trying to show them alternative means and making them less reliant on the lanterns and the fisheries will be more beneficial to you and to them.
Well, I understand you are trying to be diplomatic, but I suspect that the problem with the arrow-tiders being too poor to lease our lanterns has probably got more to do with the exorbitant tithes taken by the administration. I feel
that's a situation we may be able to. That is a situation that we might be able to more help with than go. I mean, your suggestion is just a short-term solution to a long-term problem.
Well,
if
we have no power over Northcliffe Spalding. If he decides to tax his citizens to within an inch of their lives, then what can we do about it? It is neither our responsibility nor our problem.
Leave that to us. If that is the situation here, perhaps if we go and sort this out, we can get the agreement, get the lanterns back if we show them. And my lips started bleeding for region.
Oh dear.
Yes.
I'm very sorry about that. Our wine is somewhat strong.
No, not your fault. Not your fault. A residual wound from fighting the mermaid.
Huh?
But yes, how would you postpone on that?
Well, I was going to offer you fair reward for returning our lanterns.
Is it not would a greater reward not be peace in your kingdom? Would we not receive a greater one than that? You and I both know where this is potentially heading.
Well, I mean, if the arrow-tiders want to die on Fairwick Kopeshes, then that is their lookout. as they
Lord
say.
Milan, if
If
the
you're
Arrow Tides humans die, then the
Mhm.
whole of the east side of your island is going to be open for orc attack.
precisely, you
Probably
will
not a
have.
good idea.
You may have two. It is better to have an ally, grow an ally now, than split your forces between the humans, the orcs, and whatever it is you're guarding.
Hmm. Well, I would still like you to return my lanterns, though.
Obviously, we will. That is something
How
we.
about? I mean, you can get those lanterns back any way you like. You can chop their heads off, or you can bargain with them honestly, or you can just persuade them to give them back without further issue. But, if you can get back those, those 3 Fairwick lanterns that have been stolen from my storehouses, you can keep one of them. Moreover, I will give you gold. Moreover, I may give you some equipment. Perhaps some nice nice magical armor, perhaps. I can shower you in wealth if you show loyalty to me.
That sounds reasonable, and it is better if we can gain an ally. I'm sure that is an equivalent reward for the task. So,
I mean, you must know though, my tolerance for divided loyalties only goes so far. Just to warn you in advance.
my loyalty is to the lack of make sure that there is no loss of life.
Unusual. My loyalty is to myself. Let's go and get these lanterns. And Lord Milan.
Okay. Do you know where
I-
they're held? I mean, do you have any intelligence on what's going on here?
Yes, I believe they're still on the west side of the island. They haven't been able to get away. I will tell you where they are at the conclusion of this meeting.
Okay.
There is one other thing, Lord Milan.
Milan, but yes.
Milan, sorry.
Milan.
As you know, you don't like divided loyalties, which is fine. But just, I'm not saying you are going to do this, but if we are deceived, in any way, there will be blood.
I will not deceive you. I have told you the truth, unvarnished.
Yep. I do actually trust you. I think you are telling the truth, so thank you.
Yes. Watch out for those arrow tiders. You have lived among humans.
I have.
Well, I do not know what has brought you to be as you are. I detect you are no longer entirely an elf. However, having lived among elves, having lived among elves and among humans, you must realize how immature their culture is, how short-sighted they are. There seems to be so little. There's so little continuity. There's so little growth, so little evolution. Their lives are over so quickly that they barely seem to understand anything.
They do live very short lives, but in those short lives they live a lot, possibly more than some of our elven kind. I would not underestimate them, Lord.
But they harbour such meaningless resentments. I mean, all we've ever done is help them. All we've ever done is give, and they always seem to want more.
Yeah, so that they are, as you say, they're short-lived. They tend to forget sometimes. and they are growing in a fast population. So, there's a lot of pressures on these humans. But let us go and see what we can
Sorry,
do.
can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
Sorry about that.
No
Sorry
worries.
about that. My phone ran out of battery.
Okay.
No worries.
No worries.
So
Okay.
we'll go and speak to the humans, and
Camera back on.
we'll try and be delicate and get your lanterns back and make sure there's peace in this island. Otherwise, we'll get your lanterns back and there'll be war, and you'll be probably at war with the humans and the orcs.
I don't think they'll
And
even
whether
notice
it is
if
regarding.
I don't think they'll even notice if they
actually-
lose a few of their numbers. But
One question, my lord. When did this start? Do you know when this ripping off of the taxes to the people happened?
I don't know.
Is it within a human lifetime, less than a decade? Because is it perchance the exact same amount of time the newest leadership has been installed?
Well, I certainly think that Mayor Spaulding has become greedier as he has grown older.
Then that is this. Then don't judge its people by its lone leader, sir. We would. Humans are very annoying when it comes to politics and the greed of their own kind over the well-being of all. If this situation does arise, normally it's the person in charge that is the problem, from experience with humans.
That's interesting. I've been hearing something about human politics lately.
Haven't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been writing to my MP. It's no good though. I live in the
Why?
deep south. It's true blue down here.
Mm.
Oh, that won't happen.
Yeah.
I'll stay that way.
I mean, I have to say,
okay.
I have to say, she
So,
did
yes.
reply, which was nice. Okay, so,
Oh.
what would Pontos like to add anything? Ryan,
If he's there.
I'm on mute. What? Sorry,
what's that, mate?
I was on mute.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he's good. He's just.
Sorry, we've taken up the
Hang on.
time.
Oh, I can see Michael, but he's. I don't know if you can hear me, mate, but your audio is quite crackly and a
Sorry,
bit
it's
a
the
bit
laptop
intermittent.
microphone. Sorry, it's the laptop's microphone and speaker now. I usually use my phone, which
Alright.
is recharging as we speak.
Do you
No.
use a real mic when you record your videos?
I use the microphone on my phone. I haven't needed to use the microphone yet.
Wow! How did you get 890 followers? Oh
Good
well,
stuff.
it obviously comes out all right. But I mean, I've got a mic on my desk, a mic on my head, mics everywhere. Not even a Blue Yeti. But I don't know if mine's better than a Blue Yeti or worse than a Blue Yeti. But I've got a
I
Fifine
think I
one which
have
has a
Blue
nice arm.
Yeti. But no. I've been using my mobile phone for making videos all the time. I have to use video editing software on a computer, but yeah, I've usually all my filming's done on the phone.
Pah! Editing. We don't have any truck with editing round here. Although,
Ugh.
still, one day I will learn how to edit videos. But not today.
Vegas Pro is a good video editor.
Yeah, I do have some
Excellent.
free video editing software, but I don't really need it at the moment. So when we come back from the
Let's
break,
go, Mayor.
yes. Well, you
Let's
have
go
to pick
see
your
Mayor
boat up
Spaulding.
first. Are you going to go and get the lanterns?
Yeah.
I'm sneaking suspicion that the guy. He hasn't told us where it is yet.
Okay, well he will. Lord Milan, he says, right, well I believe that that concludes our business. Of the 3 missing Fairwick lanterns, bring me back 2. The other is yours. I will give you some gold, and I will even give you some of our magic weaponry and armor to pick from. But yes, I can be a generous friend. But yes, the place where I believe their fishing boat is stuck on the sand is somewhat to the southwest of here. If you head to the southwest, then you will probably find them there. I don't know if they're stuck in the mud or whether they just I don't know, fell victim to some of the denizens of the western side of the island. But either way, whatever has happened to them, all I want is the lanterns. I don't want their heads. I don't want their wealth. I don't want their boat. I just want my lanterns back. That's all.
Okay, let's head down that way.
Very well. Okay, I'm just going to quickly fiddle around with the map for a minute. The scale might be a bit weird.
Do we know what the force's strength of our tide is?
I did not really get that. Can you try again?
How many guys? Sorry. How many guys does this corrupt lord have? Estimated.
I can't really hear what you're saying, Mike.
I think he's after how many private guards for this corrupt mayor.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying.
You want to know how many guards?
Corrupt mayor. So I think we have to go and find out. I don't know if cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't do it as a simple as an assassination job. We've got to get the people behind us.
Assassination? Bloody hell! Okay.
I think I'm quite adept at that. I'm alright with that. But let's get the lanterns back
but
first.
we can't do it that way. Otherwise, it's going to be just like the elves got to kill them.
Yes.
Got to do it in a way that they want to get rid of him.
Nah.
I was going to say that's somewhat morally ambiguous there, as assassinating the mayor.
I'm up for that.
That's why I said we can't do it that way.
I think
Anyway,
we might. So let's go and find these lanterns on this beached ship.
Yeah. Question: have you got chew bacon with you?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to pop Borin there. I'm going to put the rest of you on the map. There is Kararuk. For some reason, Kararuk there now has 123 hit points. What the hell?
I think it's have 103 or something like this.
Yeah, I just pulled him out and he had 123. I'm going to open your character sheet and pull him out again. We're getting some weird... There, 103 now. We're getting some weird regressions, and Roll20 did this thing called Operation Thunderbolt, where basically things load in as I understand it, and it may be more complicated than this. Things load basically in the order which is most efficient for play. So when you load up, it shows you the screen and the tokens that are on the screen and things associated with that. So if you try to duplicate a character sheet, for example, if the character sheet isn't open and it hasn't loaded it up, you end up with a blank duplicate because it loads things up in a particular order. So what I just did was pull out Kararuk without opening the character sheet first, and it pulled out a previous version of Kararuk, which was very annoying. I don't know why it does that, but I'm going to open Pontos, and then I'm going to pull him out. Otherwise he'll probably be like level 2 Pontos from ages ago with the wrong character art or something. I don't know. Anyway, I love Roll20, but certain things about its development appear to be a little bit eccentric, with all the love in the world. So, you head, you can either go to the port and sail your boat up the coast, or you can go straight to the place where he said, which will be quicker for sure.
Yes. What do you reckon? I reckon we should go and get off the fisherman. Go just go and get
Enough
the.
chatting now. Let's go do something.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So,
Let's go kill something.
Equally.
Oh, and these guys are going to be thieves, so they're going to be bad.
Yeah.
that is a very simplistic view of crime.
They probably nicked my mountain bike or my racing bike. They were bad. It was a while ago, but really bad. I hope they rot in hell. With a really hot poker up their ass.
Understood. Well,
I'm not quite sure why they couldn't get them. Like the elves couldn't get them from this. I mean, it's not that far away from their port.
it's nothing to do with the
Politics.
distance, it's to do with the politics.
Okay.
They don't want to kill humans, or be seen to
Fine.
treat them roughly. I thought that probably came across, but obviously I need to be a bit more emphatic. Okay, so I've marked it on the map. You head towards that part of the coast. I probably didn't need to mark it on the map. I probably should have marked it
Well,
on the
when
map
you
before the session.
nonchalantly just say, "Yeah, if people just kill them all," it doesn't come quite across as, "Yeah, we don't want to beat them up."
They didn't say they didn't want them to be killed. They just
You
said
just didn't want.
they don't want their blood or anything. They don't want this to be on elven hands, whether it's murder or
I was talking
just
about the war
just a bit of a
between-
roughing up. What's that?
I was referring to the, when I brought up, well, you're going to lead to a war at this rate, and he seemed to just go like, I don't care.
Well,
What will be, will be.
I think it's more because he doesn't think that the humans are any threat to him. Not because he's particularly belligerent. Anyway, here we go. Let's move to the place. So let me describe what you see here. Let me try and no, we need to zoom out a bit. I should use only letterbox map, shouldn't I? But what you see before you as you emerge between the trees is a very beleaguered looking set of human fishermen, each of them trying to drag an enormous lantern. Slightly further down the beach you see a Fairlight fishing ship with one man aboard, and on the beach are some giant crocodiles.
Nice.
So these are obviously saltwater crocs. They're enormous. They are they are large creatures in the scale of D&D, but these are probably 15 to 20 foot long crocodiles. They are absolutely massive. They are waiting in the shallows, either for this guy to try and get off the boat, or for these guys to try and get on the boat. They are ready to do some eating. The fishermen see you arrive and they turn around and they say, "Ah!
We're here to
Please,
collect
help
lanterns."
us! Help us!"
Gentlemen, this is a situation that you are running out of.
Can you
We will
try again,
leave
Michael?
2 of the lanterns here. We will escort you back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Gentlemen, This is a situation you are vastly, quickly losing control of. Your only hope of surviving this is leaving 2 of the lanterns here. We will escort you back to the town, Human Port, which I've forgotten the name of, back with one of them. And this will end. We will confront your leader for your overtaxation. And if he does not step down...
thank you, but we're more worried about the giant crocodiles.
Hey, well, give us the lanterns, and we'll
drop
have the crocodiles.
drop 2 of your lanterns, and then we'll go deal with the crocodiles.
Why only drop 2? Why have we only got to drop 2?
You may take one. The Lord King.
We're taking 3 back.
No, we only need to take 2 back.
No, one of them are
but
ours.
he said you could keep one. He didn't say they could keep one.
Yes, well, if we let them keep it,
then you don't have one.
Yes, but if we go on the ship with them back to town and then start getting rid of the bad guy in charge, and show that the Elf Lord is nice, but it's the person they've left in command that's taking all their money, we've got better chance of doing it properly than just going in and killing him.
The crocodiles get bored.
I just mount my pig and go charging in.
Sorry?
Can I mount the pig and just go running in?
Yeah. Roll initiative though.
You attempt to use a roll command looking for the value of select. Oh, sorry, I haven't clicked on the token. That's why. Okay, there we go. Woohoo! 20.
I don't see the. I might have to come out, roll 20, and go back in. I can't go to the screen. Weird.
If you're having problems rolling initiative, you've got to make sure you click on your token. Apparently,
he's already in there. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm in there. Just can't see the where you see all the rolls appear on the right-hand side.
Oh,
bit weird. I'm clicking the button.
It may have been minimised. Look for a turn order bar that's partially transparent.
Got it now. I've just reloaded and it's come back. Don't know what's happening. Weird.
Okay, I'm not going to overdo it. Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yeah, we're all ready to go.
Well, are the humans taking part in this battle?
I am going to put one of the humans on, and they are going to move on initiative 1 all together.
Right. Me first then. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I should probably give the crocodiles a surprise round because while you were talking politics, they were like, "Let's go and kill them." But go on then.
Okay. Right. Well, I don't want to get too close to them. I don't know what their movement speed is, and I don't want to be ambushed by mob by them. Okay. First things first. Oh God! Again, I can't use disarming strike. Why do you keep giving me enemies that don't have removable weapons?
DM knows stuff.
Okay, just crossbowing them. Oh, since I'm close enough, can Frenchie tell me if these are on the soul killing list?
These are. Oh, okay.
Am I out of ammunition?
I'm gonna assume that you could have reloaded. So push the reload button.
There's a reload button.
Ah! Why do I do all this stuff for you?
Refill magazine. Right, okay, I see it.
No, not refill magazine. Reload is the one you want.
Oh, reload crossbow. Sorry. There we go.
Right. Okay. So.
Oh, and the lovely clicking sound.
Yes. Yeah. I did tell you about this some weeks ago.
Yeah, some weeks ago.
Oh, and you haven't used it since, which made me tear my hair out a second time, or rather a first time. This being the second time. Okay. Hooray! That's hilarious. Please roll a d4 for me.
Oh,
And then roll a d8. Okay, 30 feet. Direction 7. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 30 feet. Okay, you've just thrown your crossbow into that bush. So, let me find a crossbow. That
Why
is...
did you do that?
Why did you do that? Because we've got an excellent fumble table. Crossbow, here we go. I don't have a massive heavy cool crossbow, but I'm going to mark that up so that it glows a bit. So that we know it's there. What the hell?
Oh, that was. I switched to a hand axe. and just
Oh, right,
threw it
okay.
down.
Alright. I was thinking, how
That's
did
it.
you hit it with a melee attack? But, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
And we agreed that it's not bleeding.
Yep, has to be melee.
It has to be melee. Yeah. Okay. Well, stab a hand axe next to it, and then. That's it. All done.
Okay. Oh, so
And I tried to reload it, and then it just goes flying out of my hands. It's just like a sigh. Just fine. Throw an axe.
is your phone recharging, Michael?
Yes.
Good, because the audio is awful. So I'm hoping you'll be able to plug it, use it again in the second half.
Okay.
So moving on to giant crocodile. They don't have numbers. Never mind. They don't need numbers. Okay, this giant crocodile is going to edge his way forward. Oh, it's a tiny map. He can get all the way into melee. So this giant crocodile marches up to Borin and is going to try and bite him. So crocodiles.
Ah, damn it. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I didn't activate my shield.
Uh-oh. So
I'm being honest. I'm being honest here.
So that means that your armor class should be
-2.
-2. Okay. So your armor class is 20. So I can't remember why that is. I'm sure that's legit though. We've been through all this millions of times, haven't we? So it's all good. He is going to take a little nibble on a Borin. He's going to try to anyway.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't have a weapon, so I'm not going to riposte.
He has got
grappled.
you. You are in his mouth. You are grappled and restrained. Let's see. He does, in fact, have another attack. But he can only attack a target which is not grappled by him, so he can't hit something in his mouth with his tail. Purely by virtue of the structure of his body. So he is going to... he moved forward 25 feet. So he's going to move back. Oops, that was meant to be...
Okay, I'm going to pop out. Put my phone back. Oh god, he's dragging me to the water.
Okay, I'm going to move on to the next crocodile, which is this one here. He is going to sneak up here. Then I'm going to move on to the next crocodile. He makes a beeline towards this captain here. And he is going to bite him. Okay, he has got hold of that guy. Let's see. What it should do is put a grapple marker on, but for some reason it didn't. Never mind. And then we move on to the next crocodile.
There we go. Oh,
Oh, that's much better. Okay.
and my lip is still oozing. Oh, I hate cold sores.
So this crocodile is going to come up here. He is going to bite this guy. He misses. He is going to whip Borin with his tail.
Wouldn't he be whipping the other guy?
Well, not if he tries to hit you. So you are restrained, which means he has advantage. He's going to try and smack you with his tail. He misses. There we go. So I reckon we're going to get through one round, and then we are going to move on to... then we're going to have the break, then we'll come back. On to Pontos. I'm going to say that these trees, although they look like normal trees, these are like palm trees, so you know, only the very middle of it you can't pass through because the leaves are way above the ground.
I'm going to get Chew Bacon to come to me, and then I will mount him.
Cool. I'll tell you what, it's actually more efficient the other way around.
Your beacon mount Pontos.
Oh, wait. Oh, can he run under the tree?
He can run under the tree. And
Okay.
If you get on him, he can still have his full movement.
Right. I'm then going to charge this fella here.
There's people in the way. you can knock those things out of the way if you like.
They're not my problem. They're not my people.
Okay. Okay, so these guys are knocked out of the way. This lantern is knocked out of the way.
break them.
I cleared a path.
Let's see. What symbol do I need for this might be broken? They might be alright, they might be smashed. And this guy is in the crocodile's mouth, I'm going to say, so you can be there. You are kind of actually on the crocodile, though, so you can actually be there. Because that is next to the crocodile. Ooh, crocodile is smacked.
Yeah. Well, this is pretty poor, isn't it?
It's not up to normal Pontos standards.
Maybe a good fisting will. Wow. Okay. Don't come to me for any fisting today. Thanks. Not that.
No, thank you. Mind you, we do have Char somewhere.
That's true. Where is he?
Oh god, it's so many people with a fireball here.
Yeah.
He would be used
Oh, I tell you what, you miss fireballs when you can't have them, don't you?
Yeah. Well. No. I've got a plan.
What's the plan, Mr. Man?
Well, I've got two plans. I'm trying to decide which one to go with. See, I don't have a fireball, but I've got an ice cone. And it's not as strong as a fireball, but these are cold-blooded animals, and I'm guessing if they get hit with ice or cold, it'd slow down tremendously.
How big is the cone?
Quite big. Let me ping it in the chat. Once my character sheet finishes loading.
Here would be good.
Okay, give me a second. Binding ice.
Rhymes binding ice.
Very fair.
30-foot cone.
Oh. I would get very much these three.
Go for it. I've got an indomitable, so it allows me to re-roll.
Oh, friendly fire. I'm proud of you guys. You're doing it even without Char.
Yeah.
So if you're here, you would get 2 crocodiles, 2 fishermen, and 1 borin.
Then I'll get this one as well.
No.
30 foot.
No, try and be here. Hang on, from here. Corner it from here.
How do you see? Could do that. I went there. How do I move that? Can I switch it around so I'm getting all 3?
Ah, you want
So-
a vertical one.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here it comes.
And I'm sneaking and hiding behind the lantern to get a sneak attack with
Oh, for God's
ice cold things.
Oh,
Excuse?
you rogues! You rogues will try anything. So it can be there,
Yeah.
or it can be there.
Yeah, there. That'll be good.
Just go
So-
2 more steps to your left. We don't want to hit the fisherman or the leader of the fishermen.
I don't care about the
Or
fisherman.
Pontos and Chew Bacon.
Oh, maybe Pontos and Bacon. Right, there we go. Done. Let me. Can I move? How? Can you move the cone things over?
Yep.
Yeah, that's perfect.
One more.
Why?
Because then you don't hit the fisherman.
Fishermen are thieving.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
we need to build a rapport in order to overthrow the evil Duke.
Yeah, I'm going to kill all these fishermen, and I'm going to assassinate the evil Duke.
No, you're not. Damn it.
Sounds like a plan. All right, let's go. Let's fire. Right, let me fire
Okay.
this.
So,
All right. La 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 la. Where's my counter sheet gone? So my plan of freezing them in place and slowing them down should be good, I think.
so that is going to be a what kind of save? Constitution save. And the DC is 15. How much damage are we looking at?
I don't know. Which level can I can send this to level 3, can't I? Yeah.
If you have a
Yeah,
level 3
let's
spell
do it.
slot, you can.
No, it's level 2. Apologies.
Yes.
So 16 points of cold damage. And we push the button. Damage on save. Is it half on a save? Yep. There we go. 2 passes, 1 fail. So,
And it's hindered.
so this one here at the front then is hindered by ice. So I'm going to put a snail on him.
And does the cold damage slow the other 2 down as well? Since it's really cold.
Let
really,
me
really
see.
cold now.
Or until the other creature in reach uses its action to break away the ice. A creature hindered by the ice has its speed reduced to 0. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and isn't hindered by ice. So this one is hindered by ice. The other 2 are not. They are slightly further away. Let's see whether they have any vulnerability to cold. They do not.
No, they're cold-blooded animals.
In a tropical climate as well.
They should run away out of fear. At least. Waddle away.
If you were a 20-foot long crocodile, there's probably not a lot in the world you'd be scared of. Did you take your 8 points of damage, Borin?
No, could you give that to me? Be so
I
kind.
certainly can. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anything else from Kamaruk?
Can I go and hide in this tree?
You can hide. Let's have a stealth roll.
Skill.
My character seems to still have 104 health, which doesn't make any sense considering I've taken 26 and...
He shows 70 on mine.
Okay, he
So-
shows 104 on mine.
Hit refresh, and it'll probably catch up. Okay, Kamaruk is pretty much hidden from everything. There are probably gods that couldn't see you. I'm going to move on to the fisherman. This guy here, he is going to try and run away, leaving the lantern behind.
That's why I should have just killed him.
This crocodile is going to try and bite him. As a reaction. Oh, hold on, he might not actually get a reaction, but either way it was a miss. This guy here is grappled, so he can't get away. This guy here also starts moving back, leaving his lantern behind. We are going to start the second round of combat after the break. So I'm going to hit the break button. There we go. And then I'm going to pause the recording.
And see you all in 10 minutes.
Yeah, see you in 10.
Yep.
So just after 1:15. And we are back in the room. So I am going to move us back onto the main thing. It does that every time, doesn't it? Let's close that down. Before we get on with part 2, we're just going to take a minute or so to talk about other things we do, YouTube channels and all that sort of thing. I think if Kevin was here, he would probably be cringing hard and mocking us for our bravado. But
shameless promotion of our own stuff.
yeah, but take it away, Michael. Tell us about your channel.
Yes, so I go by the username Dark Superboy on YouTube. My main, 80% of my work is Young Justice related, DC animated top-rated series. Greg Wiseman is doing it. It's currently just finished season 4. There are questions about it being season 5, but I've got cast and crew interviews coming up. So if you enjoy that show and know what I'm talking about, definitely hit me up. And I will be expanding after this. I can't keep doing a show that futures in question, so I will be expanding to Star Wars, the Ahsoka series, Mandalorian, all such stuff. Maybe even get a few reacts in with my lovely fiance Belle, I've only just managed to get into Star Wars thanks to the cuteness that is Grogu. And I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, so any more subscribers would greatly be appreciated. Thank you.
There we go. Please go and follow Michael. It's Dark Superboy. I'm going to put a link in the description down below, otherwise known as the Doobly Doo. Okay, Ryan, tell us about your channel.
So I've only recently started up for the last 3 weeks. I go under Gamertag Dad. I am 5 subs off of 100, so getting close to at least 3 digits. I currently do Overwatch gameplays. That includes a Road to Platinum series. However, I keep jacking my audio, so I have to keep re-recording a bunch of stuff. So that's fun. I am sorting out a thumbnail and the audio for the Dad Talk series that we're going to start over the weekend, which will be surviving pregnancy, your first blowout, all that fun stuff, and some of the stuff that people don't actually tell you about that you just have to find out as you go along. So yeah, I guess the shameless part of it is come over and have a little look and a subscribe. Anything would be greatly appreciated.
Yet again, I will put a link in the doobly doo for anyone who wants to follow Ryan. Sounds like the channel is growing fast, so be an early adopter.
Yeah, I mean 100 subs in 2 weeks is amazing.
That's pretty
Thanks.
good. I've
Yeah,
had
we're
this
doing
channel for
alright.
ages, and I'm only just in double figures. That's because I don't know how to market. I don't know how to market.
Are they people you know?
Not all. There's some.
Like
Yeah.
how much a percentage?
I'd probably say, if we let's say it's on 100, I'd probably about 35%.
Okay, yeah, I'm less than 10%. I try and make it grow through my own talents, not my family.
Yeah.
But no, that early ball rolling is great news for you.
Fantastic. It's really good.
Sweet.
Chris, what do you tell us about your channel?
Yeah, I've got multiple channels, I guess. So, I've not really posted in a while because, busy working, etc. One of the channels is Celtic Kiss, which is a gaming channel where you'll find stuff about World of Tanks, Dota 2, Path of Exile, stuff like that. I'd say I've not really done much on it, but I will pick it back up. I think Ryan is he's been an inspiration, I guess, to try and get something going again. The other channel I've got is Two Chefs or Two Cooks, which me and my son, or one of my sons, cook stuff, really. We've done cowboy stew and all sorts. I've just got a Ninja, so I'm going to start putting Ninja recipes on there and start that again. But again, I say, I've not done a lot for a while. So, look out, because I'm going to start again.
Nice. I share the sentiment. Ryan's enthusiasm and his obvious early success with getting followers and producing content has kind of inspired me as well. I mean, I also have multiple YouTube channels. I've got this one, which is for live play. So far, only this game, but as games renew, if you like, as campaigns turn over, I'm going to try and start doing all of my online campaigns as recorded ones, which would I think would be pretty cool.
Lost someone.
I have just started a new channel which is called Gen X Gamer, but sadly a friend of mine pointed out to me that I'm not the only person with the channel called Gen X Gamer, so there will be a link in the doobly-doo. I haven't actually posted a proper video yet. I am going to, on Halloween or very close to it, going to do a full live playthrough of Castlevania 4, and I'm going to try and do it in Castlevania Dracula cosplay. I've got makeup and everything. I've got a set of fangs here. It's going to be awesome. Or very silly, one or the other. But either way, I'm going to try and do that within the next few days. So that is enough shameless plugging. Kevin, when he watches this back, will have kittens. But please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about us if you like it. If you have any suggestions or comments, anything you would like to say, or if you would like to follow any of the channels that other players in this game have, please jump in there, give them some love. It's what we got to do in the world now. We've got to pull together, help each other out, and share. It is what we got to do. So, enough of the shameless pluggery. Let's move back into the battle. So we've got some giant crocodiles that are going postal on some people on the beach. Borin is the next to act. He is currently grappled and restrained. I'm going to very quickly pop in the chat what those mean for anybody who is watching. So grappled, speed 0, and restrained. Bum bum bum. Okay, speed 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. There we go. Now we know what grappled and restrained mean. Fire away.
Okay, well, I'm gonna action surge. First things first, get out of this grapple. What would you like?
I would like a... you can either give me a strength athletics save, or you can give me an acrobatics save. But bear in mind
strength.
that you would have disadvantage on a dexterity-based saving throw.
So strength is good.
Oh, hold on. Is it a save or is it... It's a skill check, isn't it? Hold on. Come on, brain. So, the DC is 16, and you can beat that DC either with Strength Athletics or Acrobatics with disadvantage, whichever
Is
you
this
prefer.
skill or sorry, you want skill or save?
Do it as a skill, because then you will get all your requisite bonuses. Ping! Okay, Borin is free. And
Okay.
because you action surged, you have an action. You also have a movement action. So you can move if you want to. You are no longer grappled, and you have an action.
Do I still have my bonus action?
I think so. I don't think you spent it in any way, so I think you still
No.
have a bonus action.
Okay, I would like to power up Morphing Time.
Oh, you're putting the shield on? Okay, that's fine.
Shield on.
So your shield goes vroom, and your holographic shield begins bouncing around you, ready to absorb any attacks that come your way.
Okay, well, I am just gonna try and pull out Frenchie and just wail on the one that's just been trying to eat me. I hope these things are up to what he likes to eat.
Do not worry, monsieur. I'm quite happy to be swung at any creature you wish. Although I do detect that these creatures, their souls are unaligned, so we are unlikely to have any use for them in the Nine Hells. But anyway, doesn't matter. We will bathe in their blood nonetheless. Charge! Very good.
There. Okay. And that's all I can do. 2 bleeding tests. 2 bleeding symbols on this gentleman.
Oh, yes, indeedy. So let's give him Blood Drop 2. That means that at the end of his turn, he will have to take a Constitution saving throw DC 14. On a failure, he will take bleed damage. Anything else from Monsieur Borin? Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello.
No worries.
That's all right. No, that's it. That is. Oh, excuse me. That is it.
Cool. Is that the pot noodle?
That is the pot noodle.
It's repeating on you. Oh, for our viewers at home, Michael was eating a chicken and mushroom pot noodle, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the only pot noodle because all the others are rubbish, except for the Bombay Bad Boy.
Dinner.
So the chicken and mushroom pot noodle is the best pot noodle, except for the Bombay Bad Boy.
Oh no!
But the Bombay Bad Boy used to be so hot that it blistered your tongue, and now it's very amateur heat levels. But Bombay Bad Boy, chicken and mushroom pot noodle, not sponsored in any way by the people who make pot noodles. So let's carry on.
Yeah.
This giant crocodile here is somewhat chastened by your vicious assault. However, he's going to try and take a nibble on you anyway.
Go for it.
He is going to move forwards a little bit so that nobody can argue that he has a flanking advantage. We have no cover, no auto crit. Advantage, yes. So he's going to try and bite you. He misses.
Oh, well, I'm attacking back. Riposte.
Oh no! Riposte!
Well, I might as well see if I can get. Oh, sorry. He moved by accident. Right. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Yeah, I might as well see if I can get an extra bleed on him. Oh yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so he's on bloody 3.
Oozing.
Yeah, he's bleeding 3. He is going to try and whip you with his tail. Since he didn't get you in his mouth, he can turn around and hit you with his tail. He's going to try.
A great. Hang on. Frenchie's a great axe +2. I thought it was a great axe +1.
Yeah, he's an infernal great axe +2.
Oh.
Oh, he missed with the tail. Are you
Bring
gonna
it on!
bring it on? That's probably going to be the end of his turn, so he's going to take a Constitution save. Bum 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 bum. Constitution.
Captain
save.
America style, catch that tail with my shield. Dum.
Oh, he fails. So the dice track goes D3, D4, D6. So he's going to take 1d6 points of bleed damage. That will persist. Future wounds will add, making the dice rolls higher. Except they won't. And do you know why?
I killed him!
Because he just bled to death.
Woo! First kill.
So some kind of arterial wound has caused this crocodile to bleed out on the sand. So that crocodile, he be dead. I'm going to pop him over here, out of the way. Going to take him off the turn order too. And this crocodile here sees Pontos. These crocodiles, they're smart, you see. He's going to move up here. He's going to get himself a nice flanking bonus, because we can draw a line through your token. And he's going to see whether he can whip himself up a nice piggy pie or something. I don't know where that came from. So
You went a bit southern reggae may go be a bit more fitting.
So bite is going to be for 1, it's going to be for the pig, 2, it's going to be for Pontos. 2, it's for Pontos. He's going to try and bite Pontos. He's going to try and take him out of the saddle by wrapping him in his jaws. Sorry, I forgot to give myself advantage. Dun dun dun. Woo.
Come on and do the conga.
Ah, it's the dramatic chipmunk I'm doing, not do do do. It's bam bam bam, which to me sounds minor because I'm imagining it in a minor key, but the intervals are probably the same. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Pontos is now in a crocodile's mouth. I knew these crocodiles would be fun. I watched a crocodile series on Netflix in the last week. And I enjoyed it so much I decided to give you guys some crocodiles. It's about this guy who lives in the Northern Territories in Australia, and he has to catch crocodiles that are eating cattle and stuff. And I was just like, oh, crocodiles, love them, because I've always had
How
a bit
do you
of
know you're catching the right one?
Well, any big crocodile that's eating cattle, they don't kill them. What's really interesting is that they catch them in cages and put them on the back of trucks or lift them or in difficult to reach areas. They put them in a net. They tape up their jaws and tape up their back legs, and these things are monsters. You know, they can kill you by whipping you with their tails and stuff. And they put them in nets and take them away in a helicopter, and they set them loose somewhere where there aren't any cattle farmers, basically. And it's amazing. I love crocodiles. There's a brilliant zoo in the UK called it's either called the World of Crocodiles or Crocodiles of the World. I think it's called Crocodiles of the World. And I went there a few years ago and they had all these baby Nile crocs. They must be massive by now. I do heartily recommend it. But now I am going to do attack number 2 from the giant croc, which is going to be a tail whip. The tail whip is going to go against Chewbacon. That is going to be with advantage also due to flanking. Ka-ching! Oh, it's a miss. So Pontos has a crocodile wrapped round his head, or possibly his arm. So he is grappled and restrained. Escape DC 16. That is all this crocodile can do for now, unless of course he tries to haul Pontos off, which he could do. I think he's just going to hold on to him for now. I'm going to move on to this guy here. He has got himself a victim already. So he is going to try and whip at Chewbacon with his tail. And he is going to then back away. Holding this guy in his mouth. Oh, it's a miss. So we have giant croc and a fisherman. He is going to move back at half speed. Pontos can take an attack of opportunity with disadvantage against this crocodile if he wants to. Chewbacon can take an attack of opportunity without disadvantage because he is not...
Against which one, sorry?
the guy that just went down here, this one, can you see it? If I'll hold the shift ping, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
So this fella here, he just moved out of Chewbacon and Pontos' threat. Pontos is grappled and restrained, so he can still take reactions if I understand it. But all his attacks are at disadvantage because he's grappled. Chewbacon is not grappled. Okay. That worked. Hold your horses. Oh, that was Chewbacon. That's fine. Sorry, for some reason I thought it was the other fella. No, it's all good. And yeah, Pontos can also do one if he wants, but that will be with disadvantage. Oh, okay. If you hadn't been at disadvantage, that would have been a crit, but it was still a hit.
Oh,
So, good job. For some reason, it is not applying the token markers, but never mind. So that crocodile is now bloodied, below half hit points. He is still, he's out of harm's way now, at least for a moment. This crocodile here has a movement of 0 because he's covered in ice. How does he break free of that? I'm just going to scroll up a little bit and find the spell description. Hindered by ice formations for 1 minute until it or another creature within reach of it uses an action to break away the ice. So he can't... his movement is 0. Doesn't say he can't attack. So he's going to have a little chew on Monsieur Borin. Bonjour, Monsieur Borin. Je m'appelle Monsieur Crocodile. Comment s'appelez-vous? Ah, merde. He missed. Do you want to spank him?
I can only do 1 reaction per turn.
True. Very good. Thank you.
Oh,
So he gives you a light spanking with his tail.
2 hit. Oh, 2. Oh, God.
You remain on your feet, which is good. Onto Pontos. You can use an action to try and break free of the grapple if you wish. The DC is 16. You can use Strength Athletics to do that. If you do that, you won't be able to attack unless you use your action surge, in which case you would get the action back again. Entirely up to you.
I break free.
I want to break free.
Okay.
I want to break free. I want to break free from your jaws, your soul.
I feel like I break free.
You
Your
broke
big
free.
crocodile claws, I want to break free.
I want to break free.
So can I do any attacks? Or...
You can do The
So just
same that you could do with your normal action. So you can still have your extra attack, and you can still use your bonus action. So it's basically you used your action surge to. Oh no!
Oh dear, does that mean no fisting?
um. I think, in the circumstances, no fisting. Stunned? You are stunned. Stunned creature is incapacitated. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Ooh. Okay. Chew Bacon can definitely take his attacks against things he's in melee with. The question becomes, would Chew Bacon, being a well-trained giant boar, try to take you to a place of safety?
No, he is pretty good.
And would he be able to stay on Chew Bacon?
It says that I think
I don't know mount rules.
Stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can only speak falteringly. I'm going to say, though, that if you had a well-trained horse and you were stunned and you were out of it, the horse, I think a horse might be able to still take you out of harm's way. I mean, if you want to, Chew Bacon can fight and then just run off, which would mean attacks of opportunity. Or Chew Bacon can disengage and take you away without attacks of opportunity. It's up to you, really.
We'll just stay put. We're okay.
Okay, so Chew Bacon can take his attack if he wants. Then.
Oh, sorry, I've already done it.
Have you? God damn it! Yes, you have. It was a very good one as well. Look at that. Very well. On to Kararuk, who is hidden. You're muted, Chris. I can't hear what you're doing. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was chatting away there. I'm saying I'm going to run. I'm just going to double check see how far I can run. No, not quite that far. Yeah. Okay. Because I'm being sneaky and I'm going to attack him. It's my nice ice cold ice dagger.
Cool. Okay.
Da-dum, 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 da-dum. So, because these are crocodiles and they're cold-blooded, I'm trying to get fire-based in there somehow, but I just can't work it in.
Yeah, because you're at the opposite end of the spectrum there.
Yeah, but they're kind of, if they would be kind of related to dragons who are fire-based, or some of them are, so maybe.
So, if you stabbed Char with that dagger, you would be able to check fire-based. That is for things that come from the plane of fire, are made of fire, are affiliated magically with fire. It is not for animals that live in hot places. But 28's pretty good.
Cool. And then with my cunning action, so I'm assuming these crocodiles are like real life crocodiles, yeah?
How
the
do you
bone
mean?
structures now. So the bone structures are going to be like a crocodile.
Yes.
I'm going to jump on its back because its tail can't flip up and its head can't swing round far enough.
It's made of jelly. I lied. It's not made of jelly.
That's how
Yeah,
they take their prey
crocodiles
limbs
have
off.
a
They roll.
powerful roll that could throw you off with ease, but Kararuk has this bizarre belief that if he stands on something's back, it can't hurt him. And let's not dissuade you of that just yet.
Yeah. So, did you want dexterity?
Yeah, let's have an acrobatics roll to land on the back of a giant crocodile.
Acrobatics. Guidance, no. Oh, is this with advantage since it came from a snake?
No, you revealed yourself as soon as you attacked. In fact, I probably should have made you roll stealth again because you ran your entire movement out through the open, and I let you get away with it. I'm going to say that you land on its back. It knows you're there, and it was not the most graceful thing ever, but it does not do you any harm at this stage.
Oh, you're noticing this, Pontos. I'm saving your life by throwing myself in the way.
I appreciate that. That's a true friend.
Thanks. So when it comes to being a godfather and all that, give me a shout. I'm joking. But cool. I don't think I can do anything else. That's me done.
Okay. So this guy moves a bit back out of the way, hides behind a tree. His friend. Similarly, these guys hunker down. They look at their poor friend who is apparently being dragged down towards the sea. He is going to attempt to escape. Don't know if this is going to work. Wow. Okay. He has in fact freed himself. He used his action to escape, which means if he runs away, he will take an attack of opportunity. This is very unfortunate because he is running for his life. I'm going to be kind to him though and not make him run through a second crocodile's threat, considering the first one is probably quite capable of killing him. Here we go.
Oh dear.
Yep. He gets out of his jaws, turns on his heels, ready to run away. Gets bitten in half.
Nice.
That isn't actually Jackson Savant. I just used Jackson Savant because I didn't have enough fishermen. But he's dead. On to Borin.
Okay, well, I am finally going to use something other than riposte.
Yay!
I have another heroic action. That is very useful. I am going to use... Where is it? My evasive footwork. So I am going to add a D10 to my AC. Oh, awesome. I'm now armor 32 whilst moving. And I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Try and finish off this bleeding to death one before anyone else does.
Okay, so this guy gets an attack of opportunity. Hold your horses. So he gets an attack of opportunity. He can probably only hit you if he crits, but he could crit. So let's see whether he does. He doesn't. Okay, so you are free and clear.
Okay, and then axe number 2.
Oof.
Oh, he's still alive.
He's still alive. He has 2 blood markers.
Okay, and that is the end of my turn.
Excellent work, Monsieur Borin. You have done.
I was rushing to try and save the guy, but He stupidly ran away and died.
Well, not everyone is as wise and powerful as the Crimson Dirks, eh?
Oh, quickly, Frenchie. How do you read these guys?
What, the crocodiles or the fishermen?
The fishermen.
I would say they are probably neutral, or yes, I think they are probably neutral, or at worst, chaotic neutral.
Okay, so this guy was chaotic neutral. The leader.
Well, he was he was not evil. He was simply a desperate man at the end of his rope.
Okay. I love how I'm having this conversation with the axe whilst the alligators are just trying to attack me and they just keep bouncing off my shield.
The alligators say, "We are not alligators. We are crocodiles. We have long noses, big teeth."
Long nosed, saltwater and fresh.
Yes, we are not alligators. We scorn alligators.
Right, crocodile. The crocodiles are trying to eat me, and I'm just shrugging it off whilst talking to Frenchie.
Yes, we are from the order Crocodile, which is not really what they're called, but it sounds funny to me. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next giant crocodile, who is going to take his revenge on you on you people for getting his species name wrong. Let me quickly fix that a bit so we can see everybody. There we go. Excuse me. This giant crocodile is going to try and shake Kararuk off.
Yeah.
But they are quite flexible. So even if he doesn't shake you off, he might still manage to bite you anyway. So he is going to do athletics. You may do acrobatics as an opposed check.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to beat 19 or be thrown off in a random direction. D3 times 10 feet. You succeed in holding on. He has wasted his movement trying to shake you off. He is going to try and whip around and bite you nonetheless. I am going to do that with disadvantage because you are in a slightly awkward position. But he might still get you anyway. He didn't. He's going to try and whip you the other way. Aha!
But before I take all that damage, I'm going to use funky thing. Let me just bring. I need to sort out my second screen. So I'm going to do a thing. That thing is going to be. Where is it gone? My uncanny dodge. So I'm going to take half that. Right, Jim?
You've got a power card button for that, which automatically gives you the hit points back, I think.
Oh, so I have. Damage taken was 15. Dun, 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 dun. Happy days.
There we go. Okay, that crocodile. It was frustrated. Failed miserably to do any significant harm, but you stopped it from biting into Pontos while he was weakened. This crocodile here knows he's probably onto a loser, but he is going to try and give Borin a bit of a bite.
Come on then! Ooh!
Oh, he's got you in his mouth. can't whip you with his tail.
But he can bleed.
He can bleed, but before he bleeds, he can drag you back towards the sea.
Oh God.
This is the second week in a row that something's tried to drown Borin.
Oh my God! Take me back to my mountains.
Oh, I accidentally gave him charmed instead of blood drops. He takes a DC 14 Constitution save. If he passes, he doesn't pass. So 2 is D4 because it's the second dice on the track.
Could it kill it? Could it kill it? Ah.
He looks a little weaker. If a crocodile could look pale, this crocodile would look pale. But he lives. I'm gonna fix that. There we go. Blood drop instead of the charmed thing. We move. Oh, hold on. We need to put the marker on you. So Borin is grappled and restrained. We move on to the next crocodile. This crocodile here is relatively unscathed. He sees his friend battling with Fairwick, and he sees a giant pig being ridden by an orc. Thinks he will get a bit of a taste of that action. He's going to attack Pontos with advantage because he is confused. I find myself needing a reminder what oh no, he's not confused, he's stunned. Is it an auto crit? It's not an auto crit, it's just with advantage. So, we'll see whether he gets a nibble. Oh! Okay, so Pontos is stunned for this round. He is grappled and he is restrained. The crocodile, who cannot hit Pontos with his tail because he's in his mouth, is going to try and whip Chew Bacon with his tail. He has advantage due to the flanking. He manages to give Chew Bacon a little bit of a whipping. Pontos is stunned. That means there's not much he can do.
Can Chew Bacon still do something?
Chew Bacon can still do something. What does Chew Bacon want to do?
He's going to headbutt someone.
As long as it's not me.
Oof. That was the guy at the back, wasn't it? For some reason it's not applying the bloody markers today. You don't know what he did. You don't seem to be working proper. I think I might know what it is. Not to worry.
Yep.
Anything else from Chew Bacon?
No, thank you.
Right, we're out of Fairwick.
Oh, so I'm obviously going to stab the crocodile that I'm on. I'm guessing I get advantage because I can't, because I'm so close. I'm on it.
I'm going to say that your advantage is cancelled out by the fact that you're on the back of a crocodile that's trying to roll and shake you off.
I get sneak attacks because I'm on the top of a crocodile. It's probably not been stabbed that way before.
But it's trying to roll around and throw you off its back. You are not hidden from him, so yeah.
Yeah. And then it's my cunning action. Is there anything I can do to help Pontos? Not really.
Not that I can think of. Is there anything you can think of?
Yes. I'm going to somersault off this crocodile land round over here saying, "Come on, big boy, come and get me."
Do you disengage?
As a cunning action.
So you disengage with the cunning action and then move with your movement, and you did your attack. Yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
So this guy does not get an attack of opportunity because you disengaged. It did.
Funky acrobatics.
Oh, you did somersault off his back. So yeah, let's have an acrobatics check. Make sure you didn't plough the sand with your face. You didn't plough the sand with your face. That's fine.
Funky somersault.
So the fishermen continue to cower onto Borin. Borin is grappled and restrained.
Okay, action surge is gone, so I am just going to have to get out of this. So you just want a
Athletics.
athletic check.
DC 16. You are free.
Oh, whoa, I don't know why I did it twice. I'd only submitted the button once.
That's fine. We will just take the first one.
Okay, and I'm stuck with this save. I don't want to do saves. Okay. I can't attack, can I?
You have used your action, so no, you can't attack.
I can quick toss. No, but it'll make me lose my. No, I can quick toss as well.
You would be at disadvantage because you're in melee range, though.
Yeah, but if it's the one behind, oh no. No. Okay, no, I'll save it. How many have I used? 1, 2, 3 so far. Yeah, I'll save it. Yeah, that just ends my turn. Sorry.
Okay. So this giant crocodile here is like, shall I help my friend devour this massive pig? Or shall I chase after that smart-ass guy over there?
Oh, you've been keeping track of my superiority dice. Yeah, that's good.
Good man. So he is going to try and bite. He's going to bite the pig this time. Ouch. Getting a lot of crits today. And then he's going to smack Pontos with his tail. Or try to. He misses. So Pontos is no longer grappled. This crocodile is going to try and nibble on him. Because he's so close. He just needs to pull you into the water and dive. That's what he wants to do. That's what he's going to try and do. So Borin is grappled and restrained.
Again? God damn it.
I
Oh dear.
genuinely do not know how Borin's going to get out of this. So this guy moves back 15 feet. On his next turn, he's going to dive and try and drown you. And you will be unconscious and unable to resist.
Oh god, I'm dead.
However, this guy does have to take a Constitution save.
Oh, I thought that stacked.
How do you mean?
Or that he took a Constitution for the first two, and it stacks after that. So if he... Okay, never mind.
Well, he has
Oh
to
my
take the
God.
he has to take the save at the end of every turn.
Yeah, I know,
So-
but I might be dead.
So I'm going to have to look at the rules for drowning in a sec. But here we go.
Oh God, I'm dead.
He passed the save.
Not dead yet.
You're not dead yet. So this guy is no longer bleeding. Kararuk is not currently engaged in a fight. So he may well know. And I'm not going to instantly drown you. We've got death saves. So... And currently, you're in the water, not under it. So we move on to the next crocodile, who is going to... So Chew Bacon is grappled and restrained. Oh, yeah, Pontos isn't grappled, is he? It was Chew Bacon that got bitten. I think I put the marker on the wrong token. Sorry. There we go. Chew Bacon is restrained. Oh, maybe you're both restrained. Oh, damn it. Okay. This isn't going well. Okay, this crocodile is going to have a... I think this crocodile is going to try and drag Chew Bacon. He can't hit it with his tail because Chew Bacon is in his mouth. He's going to try and drag Chew Bacon to the water. Pontos is no longer stunned. Oops. He is grappled. Grappled and restrained does not necessarily prevent you from attacking. But you do have advantage on attacks. What's the plan, my man?
Pontos there.
Ryan, are you there, my friend? Speak to
I was
me.
on mute.
Ah.
Right. And get my picky. Oh, that went well. Am I still grappled?
Chew Bacon and Pontos are both grappled, I think.
Okay.
Unless you escaped since the last time you got grappled. I don't think you have.
I'll just try and cut my way out.
This crocodile is hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, just fisted it.
Hey.
Okay. So Pontos killed a crocodile from the inside of its mouth when it had about half of its hit points left. Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, crocodile number 2 is dead. You can move if you want to.
I'm gonna just mosey on over to Chew Bacon.
Okay.
So
On to Kararuk. So
So,
you
Borin's
know,
not.
you know Borin's in trouble.
Yeah. I can see him, yeah. He's not dead. So what I'm thinking of doing is casting a spell. That spell is called. Give me 1 second. I'll put it in the chat. Gone. Vortex warp. To. Is it still inside the crocodile's mouth? Should it matter?
Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily in his mouth, but it's held in its jaws.
So by using Vortex Warp, any creature I can see within range, doesn't mean to say if it's in its mouth or not, I can transport out of there, I guess.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to pull Borin. I'm going to take him right up beside me. Yeah.
Okay. The target can choose to fail the Constitution saving throw. I'm assuming that you wish to do that.
Yes. I'm not conscious. I gotta.
Let me just take my spell slot off. And when he's beside me, using my cunning action, I'm going to give him a health potion.
Not sure you can use a cunning action to do that, but
He's away from the crocodile.
he's away from the crocodile, and you can pour a potion down his neck next turn, or heal him in some other way if you want. But you have taken him out of harm's way, so that is a very important thing. So you have used an action to cast a spell. You still have your cunning action, but cunning action can only be used to disengage, hide, or dash.
Sorry, Pontos Chibican, but I can't really get to a crocodile and kill it, so I'm going to stay up here with Borin and save his life. So I'll do that. I'll see where I am. I'll get my potion out, ready to give, and pour down Borin's neck.
Cool. Okay.
That's the handy spell.
So the fishermen are hiding, except for the dead one, who's just lying there making the sand dirty. On to Borin. Please, can I have a death save?
Is it just under saves? No, just roll a d20.
It's in the middle of the character sheet. So if you look at your character sheet,
Okay, if it's okay.
where it says death save, you just kind of
Yeah,
click on it.
no. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at I was looking at the quick bar, not the.
Oh yeah, I haven't got any death save ones. I should probably make some.
Oh God!
Wow, that literally is the worst thing that could have happened. However, look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. It's Kararuk's turn again before you have to do that again. So,
I was just going to say, how does my inspiration work?
if you want to gift your inspiration to someone else, did you already have inspiration, or did you take inspiration for doing the roundup?
The roundup.
Hmm?
I'm doing the roundup at the start.
If you want, you can gift your inspiration to Borin so he can re-roll that death save.
Oh. So with that death save of 1, so nothing's going to happen to the next round, yeah? So the next round I can give him a health potion.
Save it for your own time. I mean, just pour the potion down my mouth next time.
If on Kararuk's turn he spends an action to give Borin a health potion, then
Always good.
Then all those death save fails are erased.
Alright, let's do that then.
Cool. Okay. So that crocodile is dead. That means we're on to this one that's in the water. He is faster in the water than he is on land. But this crocodile is pretty badly hurt, so I'm not sure he really wants to re-engage at the moment. He is going to climb up on the sand, and he is going to get a hold of this dead fisherman. I'm going to split his movement, so he did. They go a lot faster in water than they do on land. So that's 25 and 15. That's 40. Okay, he's gonna go back a bit. So he crawls out, he launches himself out of the water and grabs hold of the dead fisherman and starts pulling him towards the sea. I'm going to move on to this crocodile, who is not that badly hurt. This crocodile has a bit of fire in his eyes.
I think he's only taken one hit from me, my hand axe.
Yeah, this guy's not been badly hurt. So he is going to try and bite. Oh, he's already got cheap bacon. He's got cheap bacon in his jaws. So he is gonna
drag him off then.
Yeah, he's dragging cheap bacon towards the water. That's what he does. On to Pontos.
You're on mute again, right? Was he sorting the baby out?
Yeah. I mean, we could just come back to do Fairwick and then come back to Pontos.
Are you there, Ryan? Are you muted? Are you on baby duty? Okay, let's, in the absence of the voice of Ryan, let's assume that Chew Bacon will be trying to escape. DC 16. Chew Bacon failed to escape. I think we'll probably assume that Pontos is bright enough to realise this crocodile isn't the main threat. So Pontos can run over here and start laying the smack down. Does that sound like a sensible plan for Pontos? Do we? Oh, there's something in the chat. I can't see it, but
Hang on, let me have a read. In the Discord chat.
yeah, in the sorry, just sorting baby out. Yeah, okay, that's good. So, so we'll take Pontos' turn for him in his absence. So we have a flaming great axe on the crocodile. He really likes this thing. That's probably because I gave him a succession of enemies that it didn't really help with. I feel a bit guilty. There we go. I gave him that weapon in a campaign where you went to the elemental plane of fire where everything had fire resistance. It was a brutal and evil DM moment. That's weird. I think I did the wrong thing there. Claw attack. One-handed or two? Oh, okay. I'd forgotten you could do it with both hands. Okay, that crocodile is now bloodied. We move on to Fairwick. I think you have a token action for this, but you can do it manually if you prefer. You may give Borin one of your potions, or give Borin one of his own potions.
How do I do
I'll take one of mine.
It's fine.
So, yeah, token action number 6.
I found it so I can see mine of these. Oh, okay. Cool. There you go, I'll give you one of yours.
There we go. So Borin is no longer grappled. Borin, if you click on those pink spots on your character sheet, they'll go away. You are no longer dying.
Hooray!
Congratulations.
Ooh. And I didn't have to give you mouth to mouth.
I mean, you could do. He's probably too weak to resist. We are so close to the end of the session. There's probably not much point doing much more. Is there anything else Fairwick would like to do before we finish Fairwick's turn? Bear in mind you've spent your action.
Yeah, but I've got a cunning action.
And a
So
movement
I-
action.
So can I run down here and stab this crocodile?
You can run down there.
But can I stop it?
You can't stab the crocodile. So that's your movement. You can't really hide, and there's not really much point dashing. But you can go and put yourself there.
I could jump on his back, but that's probably not a good thing. Alright, no, I'll do that then.
Okay.
Cool.
The fishermen stay where they are. Borin will start in our next session. Let's move on to the awards. We will knock the awards out nice and quick so we don't overrun too much. We did start a little bit later than usual because
Oh, that was so close. Thank you, Karuk.
No worries.
I should have second winded.
That's alright,
I'll be
it's done.
I'm doing that the first time thing. Second I get, grab my crossbow, shoot the thing in twice. I want that thing dead.
it's part of the fun though, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, I know. I was really tense. I was like, oh, please don't let him drown. Please don't let him drown.
Well, I have killed a few characters in my time. None of them have I set out and gone, I'm going to kill this character.
No.
Usually they're deaths by misadventure or deaths of the dice. But in the past, I had a habit which I have always despised myself for as a DM, which is
Don't give me plot armor. Don't give us plot armor.
No. I despise myself for this. I kind of I'm a little bit too gentle sometimes, and after I lost I've never lost a character of my own before, and I did a couple of weeks ago, and having that happen to me made me realise that it is a bit sad, but characters that are immortal because a DM is too soft on them are not as much fun as characters that are actually at risk of dying in every session, if you know what I mean. So
gives you more investment to try and keep your character alive and
definitely
act in a more natural way, don't you?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I had a moment in my head where I was like, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe the crocodile will just try and bury you in the sand or something. And I thought, no, this character is going to be true. This crocodile is going to be true to himself, and if we lose a character today, then so be it. But we didn't, because you guys
worked as a team.
You guys worked as a team. So, hooray for teamwork! Teamwork makes the dream work.
And a funky spell.
And a funky spell. That is a cool spell. I'm glad you've got that spell. So, who got the first kill today?
I forgot you had that spell and thought you were just going to shoot it.
It might have done the trick though. Who got the first kill today?
Moi.
Very good. Love you too. Moi. Sorry, I know you meant moi as in French. I'm just having a good time. Kill of the week. So we haven't killed very many things today, but I think that Pontos definitely deserves the kill of the week for killing a crocodile while he was in its mouth.
Yeah. The only other kill I got was it bled to death.
That was still quite cool though. You're definitely going to get an award for that. So yoink. That might even possibly be Pontos' one because he killed the crocodile while in its mouth. I don't know if he did the most damage to it. He probably did, to be fair. Not sure if there's any yoinks today. What do we think?
Nah. Team effort.
Kill from the grave definitely goes to Michael this week because a crocodile bled to death because you did the bleed damage on it. That may actually be the first time that amulet has actually bled something to death.
I think I've done it. I just thought it stacked as in 2 wounds, roll if you fail them, and then it's 2 more wounds. If you pass that, you'll go down to 2, but if you fail, you go down to 4.
Huh?
Do you get what I mean?
No. Well, the way it works, rules as intended, when I wrote the card, the way I intended it to be, every time you hit it and it doesn't die, that blood drop goes up by 1. And there is a dice track which goes D3, D4, D6, D8, 2D6, 2D8, 2D10, whatever. So basically, the more you cut it, the more it bleeds. But 1 con save and all of them go away.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing.
But I did create that originally as a magic item in Pathfinder 1st edition, which has a lot of rules like that, where if you pass 1 con save, you're no longer affected. Or if you pass 2 con saves, you're no longer affected. But things tend to kind of escalate if you don't. It's not entirely congruent with the 5th edition rule set, so I might kind of redesign it a bit.
That's
But
alright.
I don't want to nerf it, but I am not sure that it fits into 5th edition as well as it fits into Pathfinder. Either
I mean,
way,
it's a 50-50, really, every time.
I might change the way that the Constitution save is calculated, because it is fixed, and perhaps that ought to be fluid, as in the stronger you become, the higher the DC becomes, because otherwise it doesn't level with you. It will rapidly become pointless. Because if
Well,
you start
how about-
fighting giants or dragons, then their chances of passing a DC 14 con save get ever higher.
How about the more it has, the harder it gets to save. So if it had 2, it'd be like a -2.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, so basically, every wound you have increases the DC by 1.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, there we go. So the
Because
more hurt you
obviously-
are, the harder it is to
Yeah.
recover.
The
That is a
more-
good idea.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm gonna slightly redesign that magic item.
Awesome.
So it levels better. Okay. Damage dealer. Now, a lot of damage has been done in this session. We've had some really nice hits. Somebody rolled a 28 earlier.
That was me, that was.
That was very good. Did anyone beat a 28? The crocodiles did some vicious damage. Sadly, they can't win awards.
Yeah, the crocodiles did. Pontos got a 29.
29, that's good. That might
24. I mean, the crocs have got 28, and NPCs. We have decided NPCs can now get them.
be.
So,
Enough for damage deals and stuff.
Yeah, 29 is the best for Pontos. Oh no, Chewbacon got a 37.
He did 37 damage.
Yeah, he got a crit.
Blimey, what was that?
the-
Let me find that. I didn't even think he could do that much damage. Where are we
He
looking?
got a crit, and then 60, 10 plus strength. So he got a 3, a 2, 2, 9, 2, 7, 9 plus 5, 37.
He gave that damage or took that damage?
Oh no, sorry. That was the crocodile. Sorry, that was my apology.
Okay. I think if crocodiles are allowed, then the crocodiles win. Otherwise, it's Pontos. So,
Yeah, Pontos is.
Pontos
Okay.
it is then.
cool. Okay, then. Best supporting role. That has to go to Kararuk because
Kararuk.
you prevented another
Yeah.
character from dying today.
He prevented the kill. He prevented that. Go for Karuk, yeah.
Yeah, so that is
Yay.
entirely undisputed. Fumble of the week. Probably the one that saw Pontos nodding in the saddle. When he
Oh,
was
yeah, no,
between
now.
two hungry crocodiles. Role player of the week. Well, I think I have an opinion here, but obviously you guys are free to nominate someone else. But I think Michael probably gets this one because he was having a good old chinwag with the Lord of Fairwick. And,
I try to do it more often, but Char just keeps on talking.
oh, Kevin, you heard it here first. Well,
Eloquently, he does the talking eloquently, so he just gets all the points I want to point across.
well, Kevin is a very good role player, and Char is a diplomat. But if you want to get involved in the RP more, then all you've got to do is get involved in the RP more. You don't have to take a back seat to other characters necessarily. I'm sure Kevin would agree with me if he was here. Quite often, I think experienced role players do tend to take the lead because they're trying to fill a vacuum. So
I was trying to take everything that you said to heart. That I was trying to push it as me, like several months ago. So I just tried to take a step back.
Oh well, it was really good today. I think we've been through it a bit now, haven't we? So we're probably a bit more of a you guys as a party are more of a have a bit more synergy and a bit more.
I'm not trying to kill Karok anymore. Karok is saving my life.
You see, it's all
Pontos
good.
is Pontos and Char is Char.
Yep. Ooh.
So I'm going to push the button again. I don't know if there's any more. Whose side are you on? This obviously goes to Karok, who cast the ice spell affecting Borin. Also, I think the Pincushion Award is going to go to Borin this week because he actually
107.
Yeah, he got down to 0 hit points. So
Monty Python and the Holy Grail again. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm feeling better.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a walk. You're not fooling anyone. I feel happy. Oh, love it. Okay, that takes us around to the beginning. I don't know whether Ryan managed to rejoin us or not. I can't hear him. I imagine he's still on baby duty. But thank you very much for joining us this evening. If you have been watching, we have been... well, they have been the Crimson Dirks. I have been the DM. This is JC Roleplaying, and we are doing the Chronicles of Captain Pontos. Please follow, share, like, and I am going to stick a ton of links in the description today because everybody here does things other than this. Please.
We've got to know channels. We've got to do that in our YouTube channels.
Yeah, I don't know how yet, but please give them some love. And give me love too, because Ryan's only been doing it for 3 weeks and he's already got nearly 100 followers, and I've been doing this for ages and I've only got like 6. So anyway, have a lovely evening, guys, and catch you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Oh, might not be here next week. Well.
Oh yes, indeed. I have an idea for what to do next week, but I will send you a message in between.
Right, interesting.
Cheers. Good night, guys.
Yeah, take it easy.
Bye.
Cheers. Have a good night. Bye. Bye.